Here it is, guys. This is the second edition, a much requested and anticipated addition to the review series of Chinese handmade shoes. This is an unboxing of Helen Shoemaker. Quick disclosure just about the review series in general, as well as this specific pair of shoes. This was sent to me specifically to be used in this series of videos, this comparison and overall comprehensive deep dive into handmade shoes out of China. A quick background about Helen Shoemaker. They are better known as Blazing Wonders or BW Shoe Factory on Instagram. Their factory has been in existence for about 10 years. Most recently, they are strictly focusing on men's dress shoes, traditional dress shoes, all hand-welded construction. Let's go ahead and unbox this pair of shoes. A quick teaser as we do that. I do have a pair of shoes on the way from Acme Shoemaker. It is this exact double monk strap as part of their new Marvel line. Very excited to have this as part of the review series. Let me get these out of the box here. I will go over a little more detailed breakout about this specific pair of shoes. So here are the details. This is a sweeping double monk strap in their BW 16008 last in Weinheimer black box calf. This has dark brown veg tan lining. This is a fiddleback waist, a pitched heel with a Vibram half sole and Lulu toe plates. Let's go ahead and kind of do a once over of this pair of shoes, observing some of the finer details, finishing, and all of the specifications that I made in the made-to-measure, made-to-order request, and how they all came together. I'm going to chunk it out into a few brief sections. We'll go to take a quick overview of the box, all of the contents, more so the accessories, the shoe bags, and really starts to focus a bit on the shoes and the details. Very sturdy. I'd call it very par for the course as far as what you would expect from the $500 to $800 range when it comes to a shoebox. I do like the way that this box opens as opposed to ones that have kind of the separate lids or the sliding shoe boxes. I don't really interact with the boxes that much besides just getting the shoes out of them, but it's always nice to have a bit of a different unboxing experience. Very well padded. The shoes should arrive in the exact condition as they left the factory, left the workshop, and that's exactly what happened here. Very pleased with this. Honestly, at this point, you should always expect 2 shoe bags. Anything less than that when you're getting into handmade shoes is pretty much underwhelming. This is exactly what you should expect. The shoe bag itself, as far as the fabric and the material, it's not the best, it's not the worst, but I do like the logo on them, especially with the experience that I just had a couple of weeks ago where I had to pack up all my shoes. Having a logo on the shoe bags or having something on the shoe bags to be able to attribute those to what shoes they belong to is definitely a very helpful and appreciated feature. Here is the shoehorn. This is, I want to say this is like an acetate material. It's a very nice kind of token extra item. The last item that came in the box, other than the shoes, of course, was 2 sets of insoles. This was something I expected to see from Helen Shoemaker, and that's strictly just because of the other videos and other unboxing experiences that I've seen. This is one set. This is a bit more of a comfort insole from what I can tell. Not necessarily an insole that I would ever consider using on a leather dress shoe, but that's what this one is. So here is the other set of insoles that are provided. Now this is probably a 2mm thick real leather insole. This is definitely something that, this is definitely a type of insole that if I needed to wear one, that I would definitely look to wear. This is probably emblematic of what you would get as the full insole anyway, so if I ever needed an insole in this shoe or any shoe, this is definitely what I would be more partial to as far as trying to perfect that fit. Going around this pair of shoes, at initial glance, this is a very well executed shoe. It looks very nicely. You can see that it has some of the hallmarks of a fully handmade shoe with the hand-stitched outsoles, and it's got the notched waist, or the notched heel breast, going into the fiddleback waist, and a beautiful execution of the Vibram half sole with the Lulu toe plate, very well flushed against the front of the toe, as well as with that Vibram insole, or sorry, the Vibram half sole on the bottom. This box calf, now I'm not an expert in black box calf by any means, but Weinheimer black box calf is the contemporary, or like current day version of the famous Freudenberg black box calf. Definitely not the same quality or characteristics, but this is one of the more frequently used and more prevalent black box calf. So this seems to be a very nice supple leather. Very, very curious to see how this breaks in over time, how the creases and fold. It does take a very nice shine, and that's something that I was pleasantly surprised by. These came fully mirror shined or fully high shined right out of the box, which is definitely a nice touch on a fully handmade shoe. As I mentioned earlier, Helen offers a number of different ranges. Basically, this is the top of those ranges, which is fully handmade, real leather heel stiffeners, toe puffs, fully hand stitched on the outsoles, as well as hand welted. It's got the blind welded waist, and this basically has all of those finer details and the top quality of all the materials throughout both the exterior, the interior of the upper, and the bottoming of the finishing when it comes to what they offer. A quick recap on pricing, just to see how these kind of fit in with the greater scope of the different shoemakers and shoes that we're going to be talking about in this review series. We've got 3 different shoemakers. We've got Urn Shoemaker. Their shoes come in at $415 US. Then we have Blazing Wonders, or BW Shoe Factory, and this shoe comes in right around $715. And finally, Acme and their Marvel line, and that's going to come in at right around $950 US. We'll go ahead and continue to keep this price scale in mind as we're talking about each shoemaker. Really looking forward to the next installment of this, which will be the Acme unboxing of their Marvel line. Then we'll go ahead and do a deep dive into the shoemakers as a whole and start to kind of see how these evolve over weekly or twice a week wears, and continue to kind of tell that story, document it all, show you exactly what you would be experiencing if you had one or all of these shoes. To be honest, this is the right place to start, and these are the right shoemakers to be working with. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.